Have you ever watched a movie that really impressed the shit out of you, and so you go, all right, I'll click on this director and I'll see what else he's made. Because hey, shit, that was a good movie. I want to check out his other movies. So you go to IMDb or Wikipedia or wherever the fuck, you look up this man's movies, and you realized you've fucking seen them all now. Yeah, fuck, that was disappointing. Knowing there was no more of this man's work to watch. Yeah, because today I'm going to do a review on 7 Psychopaths. So 7 Psychopaths is written and directed by Martin McDonagh. I watched all of his movies out of order. In Bruges was a movie my wife and I watched maybe a year ago before I started doing reviews. We loved it. Not fully realizing it was the same director. Before that, we watched 3 Billboards. And now we've watched 7 Psychopaths. And those are the 3 movies that Martin McDonagh has done. Wow. Fuck, I wish he'd done a whole lot more. So, 7 Psychopaths is a 2012 black comedy, crime thriller kind of thing. The cast is absolutely incredible. I've got Colin Farrell, Sam Rockwell, Christopher Walken, Woody Harrelson. Oh god, these are all actors I really like. Tom Waits. Oh my god, I'm a huge Tom Waits fan. Mostly his music. God, that little white dot's annoyed me. That was right there. Huge Tom Waits fan. Fuck, why didn't I watch this when it came out? I feel really dumb. Then you've got Olga Kurylenko, Linda Bright Clay, and Amanda Warren. You've even got other actors I haven't even mentioned, like Zeljko Ivanek. Wow, I always fuck his name up, but you'll recognise him. He's in the first season of 24. He's the governor in Oz. He always pops up, usually as douchebags. I don't think I've ever seen him not play a complete asshole. And this movie's no exception. So the movie, it's about Marty, who's played by Colin Farrell. He's trying to write a screenplay. He's already got the name for it, 7 Psychopaths. And he's only got one psychopath, being this Vietnamese priest guy. And he's got nothing else. And so his friend, Billy Bickle, played by Sam Rockwell, tries to help him as best he can. Though Sam Rockwell is also, his character Billy, he's fucking kidnapping dogs. Him and his mate Hans, played by Christopher Walken, will take dogs, wait for the fucking wanted sign, please have you found my dog, you know, the lost signs. Wait for them to come up with a reward, then deliver the dogs back to them. So they steal the wrong dog. They steal Woody Harrelson's dog. And he plays Charles Costello, a fucking gangster. So they steal the wrong dog, and trouble ensues from that. I feel this movie is also a satire, in a lot of ways. It's a satire on those cool, edgy crime flicks that have great characters, great dialogue, really good moments, those kind of things that you'd remember, you know. And it also manages to whilst poking fun at cool, edgy crime thrillers, it manages to be a cool, kind of edgy crime thriller in and of itself, which is quite an impressive feat. The movie kind of, through Marty and the interactions he has with characters in the movie, it pokes fun at tropes of these movies. Like, do you want blood and guts in your movie, or something a bit smarter, or both? It makes fun at how a lot of these movies portray women, which is badly. There's quite a few women characters that get very little screen time, very little dialogue. And in 2020, that's kind of noticeable. And in 2012, they have the foresight to go, yeah, this is a kind of trope in these kind of movies that female characters really do suffer and don't come off as interesting or engaging. But the movie also manages to have a couple of women characters who are interesting and engaging, though may or may not have a bad end or just aren't in the movie that much, which I think is the point. And just all these different things, like do you want recycled ideas in your movie or something new? Do you want a bloody climax or something a little more hopeful? Psychopaths manages to ask all these questions and actually do all of these things. It gives you your bloody climax. It gives you your kind of hopeful ending. It gives you all of these different kinds of things. I'm surprised that not only this movie tries to say a lot of things, it also does all of these things remarkably well. A highlight for me being this sub-story with Tom Waits and Amanda Warren. And they show through Tom Waits telling a story to Marty how he and Amanda Warren, they play serial murderers. And he's telling a story about how they became serial murderers who kill other serial killers. The story ending with them breaking up right after they kill the Zodiac Killer. Stuff like that. It's these little sub-stories that some of them are fictional because it's Marty trying to explain his script and his story. Some of them are stolen ideas, which happens in Hollywood, I guess. And some of them are true stories that just all these things just make this movie feel all the more richer and just so much more interesting and fun to watch. I will say everyone in this movie is absolutely fucking awesome, but the star of the show, for me, that little dot will never go away, is Sam Rockwell. Man, Sam Rockwell is Billy Bickle. He steals the show. He is dumb, creepy, funny, and the way he keeps wanting to change Marty's screenplay with like all these dumb, cliched ideas, it just makes me think that Martin McDonagh had, you know, written his script, had all these ideas, and some his studio execs are going, oh, why don't you have this and this and this and this in your movie? And when Marty tries to explain to Billy why he's written characters and motivations and things in his movie the way he has, Billy doesn't get it. Billy's already got it in his mind what Seven Psychopaths should be, and that's what it should be and nothing else. And I love it. It's got great characters. It's got fun side stories. It's so good and so rich. There's something in there for, I think, everyone who likes these kind of movies. It's such an enjoyable ride. I watched this movie a few days ago, and I'm still thinking about it. It's probably why it took me a few days to sit my butt down and do this review. And a movie that can make me laugh or make me feel these deep emotions and still maintain this level of fun. It's a special film. It's a special movie. So I'm giving it a 10. I really needed a good movie after the last few that I've reviewed. Seven Psychopaths is that movie. Alright, if you've never seen any of Martin McDonagh's 3 movies, what are you doing? Get out there and fucking watch them. Doesn't matter where you start with. In Bruges is a slow build, but worth it. It's fucking amazing. 3 Billboards is probably his most well-known because of all the Oscars and shit that it won. Deservedly so. It's wonderful. And then in the middle, you've got this gem, Seven Psychopaths. A movie I regret not seeing on the big screen, and that I regret waiting 8 years to finally watch. So watch it. And also give me a like, dislike, share, subscribe, all that kind of bullshit. Follow me on the tweety tweets. I'll see you next time. Look, Lawn Blower Man fucking fell down. Screw that movie.